Yo, what's going on YouTube? Just Jake here and welcome back to my channel for another GTA Online video. And in today's video I'm going to be building the 1961 Chevy Impala from the Fate of the Furious. Now if you guys want to create this build, all you have to do is go into Benny's Original Motorworks, go and purchase yourself at the Class A VOODOO for $5,500, man. It is fucking cheap as chips, as you can see. Bring it back to Benny's and I'll show you how to do the rest. So you go, my bros, as you pull into Benny's you'll see that the Class A VOODOO is in the muscle category. Well, now the reason I used the VOODOO for this build is because it is based around a Chevy Impala anyway. It takes different generations of the Chevy Impala. I'm just looking at the GTA wiki right now and it says it takes influence from the 1960s Impala and the 1964 Impala. So as you can see at the moment, my VOODOO is looking a bit fucked up. Yeah, looks like it's been left in a barn somewhere, man, but we can change all that. We can make this look fucking new again. So we're going to do the Benny's upgrade, which is the reason we're going to make it into the custom. The custom is going to cost you $420,000, however, so it isn't cheap. Overall, with the cost of the vehicle, unless you find one on the streets, which is no easy feat at all, it's quite difficult to find one on the streets. So assuming you're going to purchase it from Benny's website, it's going to cost you $425,000 just to purchase the vehicle. That's not including any upgrades, so it's going to be an expensive build for a slow ass motherfucking vehicle. But anyway, nevertheless, we're going to get this bought, get it done. This is the upgrade, and look how fucking brown and shiny, spanking new that looks, man. Right guys, as always, we're going to start these builds with 100% body armor. Then for the brakes, we want to get race brakes. For the bumper, I believe I'm going to leave this stock, man. Oh, actually, the sleek one is the one to go, because the one in the film has like the strip bumper, just like this, where it's just like a nice, clean, like the title says, sleek. So we want the sleek front bumper. For the chassis, I'm not really sure what this is going to change. Oh, here we go. We've got the arch covers. No, we don't want them. We don't want none of that, motherfucker. For the aerials, I suppose this don't really matter. It's a personal preference. So if you want to purchase yourselves an aerial, go ahead and do that. I think I'm just going to grab these classic aerials, man. They look quite cool. For the trim, actually, for this one, we want a white strip if we can. Can we get white? So we can't change that to white. We can't even change it so it's like the primary colour or the secondary colour. Well, that sucks dick, man. So anyway, we're going to stick with the stock trim for that. For the tank, I'm not really sure. Oh, what the fuck? So right, so if you want to spend between $6,000 and $7,000 on something you can't see, go for it, man. But me, I'm not into all that shit, so I'm just going to leave the tank as none. For the bodywork, curb feelers. The car in the film does not have curb feelers, so we're not going to have curb feelers, so they can fuck off. So next we move on to the engine. Again, we've got the engine block. The same as most of my builds, you know, you just purchase whatever you fancy. I'm just going to quickly grab a load of random shit. And yeah, but for the engine upgrades, you do want to purchase the level 4 engine upgrades. Now for the exhaust, what exhaust are we going to have? That actually look quite cool, man. We're going to go for the twin shotgun exhaust. Next we move on to the grille. See, the grille on the car at the moment is quite close to the one from the film. It's actually very close to the one from the film, but we'll have a quick look, see what else we've got. Actually looks quite cool too, man, but the stock one is the way forward. So we're going to go that one, we're going to keep it stock. Now again guys, this is personal preference again. When you purchase whatever you can afford. When you do the Benny's upgrade on these sorts of vehicles, you do get the standard pump, so you got hydraulics anyway. So if you can't afford the $275,000 for the, you know, the quad pumps, V pattern, so you bounce a little bit higher, you know, fuck it, man. You don't need to purchase it. It's a waste of money. If you can't really afford it, don't buy it, because, or if you don't want your car to bounce, don't buy it, because like I said, you do get a standard one anyway, so your car will be able to bounce without purchasing this fucking extortionate upgrade. So yeah, personal preference, you grab whatever the fuck you want. Next we're going to go on to the interior. For the trim, what have we got for the trim? See, the one in the film, the whole trim is red. Man, it's got red dashboards, it's got red steering wheel. It's fucking completely crazy. But then again, the dashboard is quite basic, so it's nothing like this. We don't want none of this shit. That's the sort of thing we need. This is the sort of thing we need. Yeah, man. That's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with the leather stripped. For the trim colour, you do want to keep it graphite because even though the car in the film has like all red interior, we don't want to go fucking crazy on this interior. We want to break it up a little bit. So I think that leaving a little bit of graphite on the seats and on the door cards and stuff like that actually look quite cool. So we're going to leave the trim colour graphite. Next we've got the dials. Do we want to change these? I mean, this is all up to you guys. It's not essential that you change these, but I think I'm going to change them anyway just because we can. I'm going to go with a plain Jane negative. So next we move on to the steering wheel. Now ideally we want something similar to what we've got at the moment, but we want the actual steering wheel around the outside to be red. So this would be perfect because when we change the interior colour, the steering wheel is going to change. So yeah, I'm going to go with a freeway. So next we move on to the lights. You do want to purchase the Xeon headlights just because they look 10 times motherfucking better. And then we go on to the respray. You want to go into primary colour. Do I want a metallic? Fuck yeah, man. We're gonna try metallic on this bad boy. And then you want to purchase Torino red is the one I'm gonna go with. Man, that looks fucking mint. That looks so cool, man. I think Formula Red's a little bit too dark. So on that basis, I am going to stick with my first decision and go with Torino red. For the secondary colour, what does this change? Oh, it changed the other colour of the seat. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave that the colour it is, which is black, because I think the seats look quite nice the way they are. We don't want to be putting any more colour in that fucking car, man, because that look ridiculous. As we've got the red dashboard and the red steering wheel at the moment. I think it looks pretty sweet how it is. So yeah, we're going to leave the secondary colour classic black. So now we go on to the transmission. You want to get a race transmission. For the trunk, man, like I keep saying, a lot of this stuff's personal preference. If you can't afford $32,000 or $37,000, sorry, for this, don't fucking buy it. You don't need it unless you're going to take your car to car shows or whatever. But like I said, you purchase whatever the fuck you want on here. So next we go on to the turbo. You want to get a turbo tuning. So next we go on to the wheels. You want to go into wheel type and down to, but we're going to go with muscle on this bad boy. You do want to get chrome, and then you want to go and purchase these cracker rims. Once you purchase them, you do want to go into the tyres and purchase bulletproof tyres. And to finish off the build, as always, you want to go into windows and purchase the light smoke window tint. So you go, my bros, there is my variation of the 1961 Chevy Impala from the Fate of the Furious. And now this car, like I said at the beginning, man, the VOODOO is based around a couple of different generations of the Chevy Impala, so you can't really go wrong with the VOODOO and an Impala in this game. It just looks so cool. This Torino red, I fucking love this Torino red as well, because it's just so, it just pops, you know, and it suits this VOODOO amazingly. And my decision on the interior, I think, worked out quite nicely if we could go into first person. As you can see, there's plenty of red in here. We've got the red dashboard, we've got the red steering wheel. We've also got red door cards and red seats, but we've got that little bit of black to break it up, and I think it looks pretty cool. I'm really, really happy the way it looks on the inside, man. It looks fucking immense. And also the way it looks on the outside. It just looks so good. In my opinion, man, I think it looks awesome. And I think it pulls off the one from the film really well. I think it's a really good replica, a really good resemblance to the one from the film, should I say. The only downside, if I had to be nitpicky, is the trim. It does look pretty cool in chrome. You can't really take much away from it, but if you could make that bit white, that would be 10 times better. But you can't, so we've got to, you know, take the good with the bad. We've got what we're given, and I think what we've got is fucking good enough, you know. But as always, guys, you let me know what you think of this car build down in the comments below. It's always appreciated. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and why not smash a motherfucking like. And until next time, I'm out. Adios.